Okay, here we go. We're going to be looking at Unit 10. Let me try to see if I can make this a little bit bigger. Okay. We're going to be looking at Unit 10, Section 2. And it's about numbers and telling the price of things. So we've gotten, I think in ASL 1, we've done a little bit of this, but not much. Let me turn this bothering me. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so I'm going to embed the lecture video right in here to this entire video that I'm streaming right now. So there are two signs that I want to look at right off the bat as we're starting to talk about money. How much and how much. Hey, future Larry here. I was unclear on the original video here. I actually mixed two concepts up and it wasn't clear. So I wanted to clarify and replace that little section. How much and how many are asked in one way. Because it's how many dollars, how many cents. So how much, as opposed to how much do you need? Like, I don't know, how much landfill do you need? Lot, little, what? So that's what I meant of the difference between how much and how many in terms of asking for how much money something costs or how much does it cost. It's how many, right? Because we're counting dollars, we're counting cents. The difference with that is, sorry, get to the right slide, is that the nouns, or the word much and many, as opposed to how much and how many, are how many and many. Ooh. As if you're holding a whole bunch of paper clips and you throw them all down. So how much? A lot, much, many. So much, many, a lot of volume, many in counting. And then how much does it cost? How many dollars do you need to buy this? Right? So hopefully that's a clarification of much, many, how much and how many. You can also do how much if you're asking specifically about volume. But if you're talking about like how many tablespoons of something, it'd be how many. How many. Okay. Hopefully that clarifies. It is a little bit better than the last explanation I had. Ultimately, this one, the how much, can be generically used for both. Okay. So cents is a sort of pun, like you have sense, right? So sense. And usually it starts from the temple, or starts from the forehead, and then comes down. And you can see in the video that I've included in the PowerPoint that it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you can start with the 1 and come down to the number, or you can just do the number itself. I've also seen 5 cents, 10 cents. It's more English, but sometimes it's used for emphasis. No, 10 cents. 10, not 5. 10 cents. Also notice I'm either 1, you can do 5 or 5. Some people are persnickety about which one they prefer. So her review is pretty good. In terms of clear. 6 to 9 cents. Again, same hand shapes, 6, 7, 8, 9. 6, 7 cents, right? As they got longer, I had to switch to videos. I couldn't use GIFs, so I apologize. You're press play. So cents, 10. Cents, 15. Cents, 14. Okay, so you just do cents first. And again, you'll sometimes see 15 cents, but it's a little more ASL to do cents first. Again, topic, comment. Topic is cents, 15 is the comment. Same thing. Since 16. We generally tend to do, as opposed to 16. So that old style 10 with the back of the hand to 6, 10 to 7, 10 to 8, 10 to 9. So tends to be an older style. Then 20 to 25. Now, since 20, since 21, 21. I see it both. Some people do 21 this way, some people do 21 this way. Whatever feels comfortable for you. 22, 23, 24, 25. As you probably remember from counting, you can do 25, which is the old style, 2-5. You can do 25, which just repeats over and over again, or 25, which I don't know where it came from. It's probably just easier than this. Moving one finger is easier than moving 4. 3. So either one, 25 cents. And then there's a separate slide here just because we normally talk about 25 as a highlight. This may be the first time for someone in class talking about the 3 different ways of signing 25. So I probably will, if I can find 3 different gifts, put them in there for future reference. Then the next thing, again, 26 to 29, 26, 29, 28. Same thing, same as we do with the generic numbers. And again, all of the, now we just run into more exercises. If you just practice these numbers, they're all pretty simple. Cents, 40, cents, 50, cents, 60. Same thing with the doubles. 6, 7. Now, the point of this slide is to show that rocking. Don't worry about emphasizing 60, 68, 67. It doesn't have to be big. It will just happen. 6, 7. When you do a 6, your hand's going to tip this way. When you do a 7, it's going this way. 8 and 9. So you're going to see that rocking back and forth anyways. You don't really have to concentrate on it. I don't know why the book emphasizes it so much, other than it's something easy to look for and grade. Always be skeptical of any kind of instructional thing that is only there because it's easy to take points off for. As a student, just watch out for those things and prep yourself. CYA, cover your butt, just to make sure that you know how to do what's being required. So 77, 87, 76, going back and forth, practicing all of these. Normally in class, we would just go around and everybody would take one, or I'd have everybody sign together. So if you just do these on your own and practice them. So now we get into dollar. Now dollar, if you imagine this is the paper bill that you've got, dollar, $1, $2, $3, $4. I'm going to hit play on this. I'm curious if this is going to play smoothly or if it's going to drop. Oh, it's pretty smooth. So here's the first time. Boom, boom. So technically speaking, $1. Most of the time when we're talking about amounts, $2, $3, $4. You'll notice a lot of times that twist happens in ASL to answer a question or to address a concept. Someone says, how many kids do you have? Because we already know the context, we don't necessarily need that. $1. How much does that cost? $1.50 or $1.50. It's more information than we need. We already know the parameters. We're going to need a dollar and cents amount, right? So $1, $2, $3. Whole numbers, that's really easy. $1, $2, $3, $4. If it's a dollar and change, $1.59. We use that contrastive structure. $2.50. You can always use dollars and cents if you need to clarify. So she goes on in her video, $1. So what she's pointing out is you don't have to do this and then this. So, because this means $1. Otherwise, you're going $1, and that's redundant. And as she goes on, she'll go through all of the dollar amounts, $2 and $3. I'm going to jump ahead. And what she did is $10. Okay. So you can see, watch through the videos. It's probably a little bit smaller on your screen right now, but I separated these out because remember when we showed, when we were doing numbers initially, 1 through 5 are kind of a grouping, 6 through 9 are another grouping, and then 10 is its own pattern. So that's why 10 is set because like with the rule of 9, 1 through 9 we can do as a switched handshake. 10, you have to separate the terms. So, Now normally in class we would do a group discussion of trying to figure out approximate costs of these different items. So again, how much does it cost? And then we get into the vocab. Popcorn. Cough, I've seen cough and cough, or cough. All three of those are good vocab for cough, 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 medicine. And medicine comes from the mortar and pestle. You ever seen pharmacists or chefs where you've got like a bowl that's pretty heavy duty and a stick to crush stuff in there. Put in herbs and spices and crush them up to make them into a powder. Or if you're making like a paste of something. So that's where this comes from because pharmacists use the mortar and pestle to make medicines into powders to be able to put into like capsules and stuff. So medicine, cough, medicine, potato chips, fingerspell. I've never seen another vocab instead of fingerspelling. And then candy, and you could do chocolate, candy, candy bar. I've just seen candy most often. And then like fingerspell the name. Gold, and then ring. One ring to rule them all, one ring to find them. Stamp. Remember, we used this sign for letter, right? Letters of the alphabet or postage letter. Now, a little bit more specific, stamp, because it's a little cube. You lick it. Yeah, I know, I'm old. You lick a stamp and then put it. Ticket. It comes from old times on buses. Actually, I think the New Jersey Railroad still does the same thing. Have a conductor walk up and down, and what they do is they take the ticket and they punch it. They get a hole punch that they punch on the ticket. So that's where this comes from for ticket. Ticket to the movie, ticket for the bus, movie ticket. Then magnifying glass. Here's an example of an instrument classifier. This is something that's become a sign by showing the action that you do with it. It's not like this, right? So we're not actually showing the magnifying glass. We're showing us holding it and using it. So we called it, in many other classes, we call it an instrument classifier because we show how we use the instrument or the thing. So magnifying glass. Pencil. Normally it starts from like you lick the lead and then write pencil versus pen. And number 10 is eraser. It's a sign for Akron. And the reason why this is the sign for Akron is because of rubber. During World War II, Akron was a huge rubber manufacturer. Goodyear, Goodrich, if you remember all those, are based in Akron. So Akron, and so we use rubber and then eraser. Rubber cleaner. The deer statue, I don't know why they talk about the deer statue. It's kind of weird, but okay, so deer, and then statue or shape. Deer, statue. Deer is like this. Horse is like this. Moose is like this. Reindeer, moose. Goat is a little different. Goat starts from here because they have the little beard. Goat. Boom, boom. Also, goats are a bit stupid. So, boom, boom. Shoelaces. At first, I was looking at the picture trying to remember what that was. This means string or wire, something thin. Again, we're using the classifiers. I would tend to sign shoe lace, just for clarity, as opposed to just string, because this could be any string. Air freshener, and normally we end with this. So you spray and it smells, and if, presumably it smells good, so, as opposed to, normally the order is, so we show that. Gum. Gum. It goes in, and then you chew it. So gum. Whistle. Whistle. Which is funny because it's a sound reference. Has nothing to do with the sound it makes. It has everything to do with how it's made. So again, another instrument classifier. I think this is the British sign for England as well. T-shirt. We get into the vocab. And then this is a chance for you to practice, as we've done in other chapters, where you do your own dialogue. Turn one side, ask the question, turn the other side, answer the question. Have a conversation with yourself. You can also do this with someone else if you want to partner with someone and video chat. But just to talk about random things. Hey, how much is this? How much were the tickets to this concert? Stuff like that. You can be as specific as you want. Look up stuff. A good exercise for getting to know prices is have someone look up on Amazon what something costs, or compare prices. I just bought a Blu-ray drive for a desktop server that I've got. So I was online pricing. So my friend and I kept going back and forth of how much is it there? How much is it at Newegg? How much is it on Amazon itself? How much can I get it for at Best Buy? So something like that. I mean, there's no reason why practicing something for class can't also be useful in real life. Imagine that, education being useful. So here's the total vocab that comes with the book. I didn't include how much and how many because we actually did those in ASL 1 and 2. And then I included the vocab from the textbook DVD here, so all of those should be on this video. And then a separate one with someone else who's signing them, just to see someone else sign the signs. They may seem a little small on this video, but if you open up the PowerPoint, they should be large enough and clear enough. So this just goes through a whole bunch of different ones. And then at the very end, I included the exercises from the book. Write the amount, how much is that, and then all of the videos from the book are included in one massive video. They're all joined together. So hopefully this will help you if you don't have the book with you or don't have the DVD with you, that you can watch them on here. Cool. So that is 10.2. If there are any questions, let me know.